Take one.
It's not really even about fixing a broken person. It's about letting go of what we are not and becoming truly what we are.
Trapped in a dream, archaic nightmare.
The main thing is to keep the main thing the main thing.
Follow their passion and do those things to stay high. And I mean, that's what life's all about, you know?
Taunted by flies, climbing Everest without a rope.
And I believe every moment can be experienced as a holy moment.
Because when you start to live authentically, you know, there's just more freedom in your life. You feel free. You don't feel burdened by non-belief in yourself and this attitude of, oh, I can't do this or I can't do that. It's more like, wow, I think I can do that, or I can do that, or I should at least try and do that. It sounds like it's fun.
On Wednesday, I'm not going to know whether it's Wednesday or Thursday. Like every day is Groundhog's Day.
Life without a meaning, week without a day.
Laughing, you use a lot of muscles. It produces endorphins. In Japan, I'm told that some people, while they're driving, will put a chopstick in their mouth, so it makes them smile, because just you're telling your brain to smile, and it helps.
Buried in a sound, one you owe and still unpaid. Take back the story, show the world you're the best.
I can do what it is I'm feeling called to do. I think that's part of our job. I think we have a job to do. It's not only just being who we are, but teaching the world to be authentic.
Bring light instead of darkness. Get to the world and not regret.
From personal experience, I've been in prison. And so I know what it's like to be in that environment. I know what it's like to having to adjust to whatever those stresses are and find comfort in that. Once our unknown becomes known, we become familiar with the known. And that's the whole adaptability of the human being.
This is a quote that I try to live by, and it goes like this: your condition does not have to be your conclusion.
I just know the amazing person that Natalie is, so I wanted to present her to the world and say, look at all her wonderfulness, and yes, she's an addict too.
I've said this a couple of times, but you know, for people out there that are struggling, and I know you don't hear this very often, I love you.
Darkness, we find the light. Very soon inside.
And I would suggest finding somebody like myself, or somebody that you resonate with, who speaks and carries themselves in a way that looks appetizing to you and looks maybe impossible to you.
Yeah, we can make the fight. Darkness, we find the light.
For everyone working together, kind of like you and I are doing right now, I strongly believe that change can only come when we stand together as one.
Once you start looking for positive stuff, that's all you're going to see is the positive. You're not going to see the negative, because your mind is just like that Facebook algorithm. It shows you what you keep on constantly putting into it.
Identify your rock bottom. Understand what it is. Don't wait for the rock bottom, or I should say the perfect rock bottom. Just, it's there whatever you see and you feel like you're down, that's it. And you go from there and you go up.
I don't live in fear anymore of me relapsing, and like the people around me or like people who even know me don't live in fear anymore of like, when is she gonna fuck this up?
You know, I encourage victims of abuse to not be ashamed, because it wasn't what you did. It was what the predator did. Whether you're male or female, you can't blame yourself.
Turn the rock music on so high and so loud that you can't help but dance and scream and sing it out and make yourself crazy with fun and excitement, because excitement is like anxiety. It's high frequency.
Let your fears subside. And Paris is where you find the light. Darkness, we find the light. Clarity is soon inside. Yeah, we can make the fight. Darkness, we find the light.
If I never transitioned and I just lived as a woman to please everybody, like maybe I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Like I realized that I needed to do stuff for me, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to deal with it, not everybody else. And it was very freeing, you know, realizing that like you said, like, this is me. I'm not going to play a part. You know, I am who I am. And if you don't like it, well, fuck off, you know, like, I don't need you around.
You are the textbook example for all this stuff. And when you told me that you had regressed back, I was really surprised. But then again, I realized, yeah, this could happen to anybody. Anybody.
Let's decide today. Freedom's the choice you make.
It may seem dark now. Your life may seem like there's no light, but if you expose yourself and you talk to somebody about this problem, do it now and don't wait, because the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. The consequences are going to be that much more severe.
So Ed Bradley says, so Eric, this addiction thing, it started with heroin, right? And Eric Clapton says, no, Ed, it started with sugar. I was eating bread and butter and sugar sandwiches when I was just stuffing my face at 5 and 6 years old to change my state.
Open up your eyes. See the world you describe. Something to give. Help you be happy and live.
You got to find what makes you happy. You have to find something. You have to replace the drugs with something. If you stop doing drugs and then try to replace it with sitting around watching Netflix at night, I think you're in trouble. Mm-hmm. You have to find something that you enjoy.
Darkness, we find the light. Clarity is soon inside.
I just want to help people understand, because I think that the stigma of addiction and the behaviors of addiction is still pretty pervasive, you know. And I don't think if you're an otherwise good person that your behaviors during your addiction should define you.
Take back your story. Show the world you're the best. Light instead of darkness. Give to the world and nothing less.
Maybe I could be the guy behind the guy that's cool. And I've achieved that. And that feels good. It's a natural high, let me tell you.
I want to thank you for getting high with me today.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time.
I want to thank everybody for tuning into another episode of High Wall Clean. Let's keep getting high.